What are you recording?
Behind you! Oh my god! Thank you. I messed up.
Within the USANA family. The purpose to free the world from the pain and suffering of degenerative disease. This brings out the best in all of us. By helping others learn. Welcome to the stage, Silver Director.
Exactly. Let's bring up Lizette Montesioca. Come on up, Lizette. Star from Utah, $1 Club. Miss April Fano, come on up, April.
They always have time for the most important things in their life, so answering a question with a question is a super easy way to overcome the time objection. Then I also give my story of, if you don't have time and you're telling me that you don't have time because you have kids or work or whatever it happens to be, then I share with them when I started, I was going to school full time.
That although I do feel kind of bummed when I get rejected, I feel more bummed for the other person because they don't see the value. I know how great USANA is, how great the product is, but at the same time, I don't let it get me down because I know so many people, myself included, that get presented with the opportunity, but it's a matter of timing. Like, I know so many people who have said no to it, but then they come back when the timing is right and they kill it.
Awesome. So
Right.
let's help.
Happy Gomez, GSA Team West.
Anthony Sanchez, GSA Team LGN.
I just wanna.
Bradley Shapiro.
So come on, get up here. All right. So I don't want them to look, don't look behind you. All right, all of you guys just space forward, por favor. And don't look at the TV in front of you either. Okay.
Help.
One word, what is it you saw? Inspiration.
Financial freedom.
Okay, they own a business. What type of business? And that conversation opens up and it can be a lot of things. So let's go ahead and move on from here. All right. So if you guys all own a business, right? If USANA is a business, all of these people here and all of you guys out there are a part of this business. You own your own USANA business. How many of you guys feel like you own a USANA business? Everybody.
Healthy, you have fluffy floaties, or stinky. Digestive health, really important to this whole equation. So be with Karen and learn some techniques. Okay, we can bring this thing. Oh, Sterling, you'll love this. I feel like I'm fishing.
Talked about type 2 diabetes as being more lifestyle induced. It's related to too much sugar and too much insulin. Yes, I have so many people that have been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes that have been really successful with this program. I actually have had people with type 1 diabetes, and it's of their own choice, and under doctor supervision. I have had people with insulin pumps that have also done this program, but that needs to be approved by a medical doctor.
Awesome. So you're saying type 2 is probably something, a more prevalent tendency. Like, will I go through withdrawals if I stop taking the supplements?
All right. The answer is yes.
But the reason is you feel so great that when you don't take them and you feel crappy again, you become dependent.
Right.
Right? So it's kind of like if a person is always well hydrated, will they become accustomed to be hydrated? Vitamins don't create any dependencies. The only dependency is for you to feel great. A lot of the times people think that if you take vitamins and you stop taking vitamins that you will become dependent. But it's kind of like a question that doesn't make a lot of sense because people are dependent on medications. And when you take vitamins and you feel great, why would you want to stop? Right? So, and you know it's a natural substance that creates, let me go back again.
Gold, silver, and bronze medals, too numerous to count. They are at the top of their game. They are champions. They are title holders. They are record holders. Within.
On my life in general, as a mother and as a tennis player, just the combination giving me enough energy to combine great feeling.
For 20 years, youth skating team and now embraces over 600 champions.
The partnership between USANA and USB Skiing has been tremendous.
Now, take it from an Olympic athlete. You can trust USANA.
As a sponsor, it's definitely a perfect fit. Being healthy is definitely one of the most important things for us. Go Team USANA!
I'm very proud to be one of the 600 plus elite athletes with Team USANA.
Nice.
It just so happened to be when I started taking the product and when I became #1, there's a direct correlation.
Trust their help and their performance to USANA when it comes down to feet and inches and seconds and hundreds of seconds. So that speaks volumes for the trust that they have in USANA. And Team USANA this year at the Sochi Olympics was #2 country in total medal count with 30 medals. We tied Russia for 13 gold. So Team USANA was one of the best performances at the Sochi Olympics. Thank you again, athletes.
We'll go ladies first. Is the caloric intake, Dr. Wolf, of the 5-day reset program, is it appropriate for everyone regardless of weight and activity level?
Right, good question, because who knows how many calories the reset per se as prescribed is? Who knows how many calories? 1,200. So that's just with what's in the kit. But then, of course, we add lots of vegetables, we add a piece of fruit. And so most people say, well, if I'm a large guy and I'm 300 pounds, am I going to eat the same? And the thing is, yes. Because some people, I find, the body is a very interesting thing. And I say start with the reset and listen to your body, because the most important thing, this reset is an opportunity for you to learn about your body. Watch what you're hungry for, watch how your body reacts. Everybody is different. I've had big guys over 300 pounds be full just exactly on the reset, and then I've had people under 200 pounds that are always hungry. So don't assume, let them all start the same place. Then if they're hungry, have more vegetables. I actually have unlimited vegetables, every vegetable except potatoes, peas, and corn when they do reset. And the vegetables is a new habit for people to make that your #1 go-to. If they're super, super hungry and they feel like they're hungry for protein, lean chicken. But that's only when they've discovered that's what they need. Make this a conscious experience of people learning about their body, because every body is different.
Awesome. I think we get that. Did you guys get that a lot during Dr. Langston's speech? What is the difference between probiotics and prebiotics?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Good question. I know the answer.
It's like you knew the question before.
Yeah, well, probiotics are, as most people know, they're beneficial bacteria that live within our gut. Some people classify probiotics even as our second liver, because they have the ability to detoxify our bodies from different substances that can be in the environment. The difference between a prebiotic is kind of like the word says. Pre is before. So prebiotics are basically the foods that feed beneficial bacteria. So whether it be mostly, to not go into a lot of Prebiotic bacteria live off of fiber. Probiotics live off of fiber, like inulin, the different soluble and insoluble fibers that are feeding the probiotic, what we call phospholigosaccharides, which is FOS. Okay, so let me sum it up. If you take a lot of probiotics, but your diet mostly will feed the unbeneficial bacteria, you're not going to get a lot of benefit from probiotics. If you take prebiotics and take the probiotics, you're promoting the population of good bacteria. So in other words, you can't just take a probiotic and have a bunch of burgers. When you take the vegetables, those are all basically the prebiotics. So, and those keep feeding the beneficial bacteria, so your body is detoxified and it gives you all the benefits, even the hormonal parts.
Awesome.
So,
yes or no question, real quick. Is it okay if I just rip open a packet of probiotics and just down it without putting it in water and shaking, just put it dry and chase it with water?
Yeah, put it in your armpits, put it everywhere.
The scary thing is I don't know what to do. Alright, hey, how awesome will Dr. Lake say? And she said poop. Say backwards or forward, it's still poop, you know.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Alright, listen. How many times in one day is a healthy digestion of how many times you're going number 2?
How many times you should poop?
Every day.
Depends. If you eat one meal a day, then it would be one poop. If you eat 2, it would be 2. If you eat 3, it would be 3. Think of a bear. When a bear eats, he poops. That's what we're supposed to do. So it could be 3 times a day.
Awesome. And you mentioned kind of the mentality before you actually, everything, digestion starts in your mind. Is it healthy, because I know a lot of families do this, especially in the U.S., but is it healthy for a family to watch TV and eat while they're watching TV?
No.
Okay.
They're answering for you. No, because like I talked about the central nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system, right? When you are activating, when your central nervous system is activated, you're in fight mode, right? You're waiting for that saber-toothed tiger to come up behind you. So you're diverting all of your energy to your muscles, right? And you're diverting away from digestion. So, are you going to digest properly? No. So what do you do when you watch the news? Oh my God, there's an earthquake. Oh my God. That's not happening in Chile. It's not happening in Mexico. And what happens? You're like this. You're not going to digest anything. Turn the boob tube off. Start some conversations. And here's a big one for all of you under the age of 30. Take that little button at the top of your iPhone and click it off. What? Put it down. I guarantee you, you will not pass out. Okay?
Retract.
Listening is not understanding the words, not the products that we want you to have.